Today, from TIAA.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll have Cam Newton calling the shots, the big man under center at 6'5", nearly 250 pounds. Play action, it's Newton. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That's a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Now it's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jags are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll set up to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. 1, the turnover battle, and the 2nd, 3rd down conversions. So they got 1 there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Sutton drilling it in on the left
offside.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
T. Higgins.
30 yards!
And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
T. Higgins out on offense for the rest of his teammates for this next drive.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
ETN up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week.
Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On second down, ETN once more.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
First down, Newton. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Handoff running left is ETN.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Newton to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Newton now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. Flushed out right. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. ETN will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnston. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They fake the give. Newton. He's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Etienne once more. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
He's got exactly what you're looking for. The ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick here is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now Newton on first down. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, it's Newton. Being chased out left. This is caught. Touchdown! Cam Newton with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So,
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. On 1st and 10, Newton. He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and now it's 3rd and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll run with Etienne. Stiff-armed him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense, because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Off play action, Newton. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Newton. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Jaguars are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Newton now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On play action, they'll throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Newton. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
47, check, 47.
Throwing is Newton. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Jaguars take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And it's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ballgame.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll look to throw here.
Same connection. Dulcich once again. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Connect, liking 18. Tight end to the right, boy, tight end to the right. Move.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Newton's throw caught by Higgins.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Newton on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Play action. It's Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Again, Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
From the 35 on second down, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On third down, here's Etienne.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
On first down, right back to Etienne.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
2nd and 5 now. Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now it's Newton.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Mike 13, Mike 13. He's coming.
Out of the gun, Newton. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Man, what they'd be doing? They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Fielded at about the 28. T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another tote for Etienne, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Forced out to his left, and he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Newton. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check.
Here's Etienne. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Back to throw, Newton. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Looking to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game well decided a long time ago.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they'll go again with Etienne. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's a give to Etienne.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Going for it, here's ETN.
And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Jacksonville, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Denver, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.